at Gateway.
Yeah, we're back here
for
again for the second race of this doubleheader. Hazard, go ahead.
Alright, so the same 18 drivers are from New Hampshire are back and ready to take on St. Louis, and this track is gonna cause a bunch of chaos. Anyway, joining me in the booth as always is Weston Grant and Dash for Cash. And of course we got our in-race reporters tonight, Kristen Schoberg, the VP of Wreckfest, and the driver of the number 68 Chevrolet Camaro, and Turf Tech, the driver of the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro for Night Motorsports. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hello again.
So, Gateway boys, after what the trucks have performed, Grant, since you were a competitor in that, what did you have to say about the overall racing of it?
Well, I mean, overall the racing was really good. My truck, it fired off really strangely. It took a couple laps for me to get a hold of it, but no, racing was really good. A lot of late race cautions there, just trying to get everything we could on restarts, and it just kept overdoing it. But if these drivers settle down and if it goes caution free, we're not going to have that problem tonight.
Right,
but,
right.
The main thing is definitely overdriving turn 1, heavy braking zone, trying to get the car to turn at the same time. That'll be the spot to watch.
Absolutely. Apologize for interrupting you there, but yeah, I mean, the trucks I agree with you, they took a little bit to get going. Took a couple laps to really come in. I had some trouble with that as well. You Grant, you started on pole, and it took a toll on just about everybody in the field. But we got
I've been looking forward to this one.
But we got spread out. We got spread out. It was a good race. And we had some issues with some drivers blowing tires. Hitting the wall on the backstretch caused some pretty big issues late in the race, caused cautions, and we got 2 green white checkers out of it. And KJ, who was really close to winning New Hampshire earlier tonight.
New Hampshire was a good race.
But
didn't know who was gonna win till the last minute there.
There you go. That's true. But yeah, it was really good. It was a really good race overall from a competitor standpoint. Able to get a lot of insight. KJ might be able to get a lot of insight. Turf, you as well. Nitro, same to you. As to what maybe to expect from this race tonight, and it might benefit you in a better finishing position than you would have if you just went into it blind.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Again, like I mentioned too, turn 1 heavy braking zone, really a place to watch. But also, entering both 1 and 3, you got that safer barrier that kind of pokes out of nowhere. So you gotta be real careful with that if you're riding the wall.
And in 1 as well.
Oh, that's what it said, 1 and 3. But yeah, my truck tightened it up a little bit. Well, I added tape to it. Really helped it, handling wise. I'm sure, a lot of these drivers won't have that problem that I think we did last night, knowing that these cars are a little bit tighter, but looser. It's easier to turn them, so.
Yeah, the trucks move a little bit slower. They're a little bit more clunky, but it's also a little bit easier to turn them, like you just pointed out. Once the truck pivots. It's easy to get a run off, and it's nice to have that kind of speed in that kind of vehicle going down a straightaway. The track is laid out. I'll actually get some laps here, like we did before. But the
And we
track
didn't
is...
have Weird in the last race.
Oh, that is
Because he
true.
was in roll call.
It's true. Missed a driver. But we are looking at this track. The track is what some people would call a backwards Darlington. Obviously it's banked different, obviously it's not the same, but if you look at the shape of the track and you look at Darlington, they're polar opposites of each other. This track is merely flat, where Darlington is not, and the shape of it is just like if you would turn it around, right? If you would swivel it
Right.
and pivot it differently. But nonetheless, it has produced some great racing. We talked about earlier in the show. You know, in real life, it's produced some great racing as well. Preferably
As
like
heats are getting underway.
as you were talking about Hazard with Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski back in 2009.
Yeah.
Correct. You know, it's produced some hectic finishes. It's produced some great finishes as of late in the Truck Series, and they just went there in the Cup Series this past season. So it's getting its name out there. That's for sure. It's in a great part, high income part.
Market value?
Yeah, high market value. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. It's a high market value. It's in St. Louis, big city. East St. Louis, to be in fact. It's actually in the state of Illinois, but it's East St. Louis. But it's big market value because it's in Illinois, which also houses Chicago, which also houses some other big towns like Springfield and around me. Chicago and suburbs, but it creates big market value because of the state it's in and because of the city, the huge city, which has the St. Louis Cardinals, who also bring in a good bit of money to that city, and it produces some great fans. This place, I believe, was sold out for its first ever Cup showing, and it's good to see that kind of outreach to a place where you really wouldn't think has that kind of stretch.
Yep, and you did also mention the Cardinals, but then as far as the hockey, you've got my main rivals, the Blues.
Right,
as well.
And they've been good as of late too. They've brought in some good money. They won the Stanley Cup a couple years ago, 2019 maybe. But yeah, I mean, definitely a good sports city.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Something that NASCAR is going to really have to buy into. Big market, high value.
Yeah, and then also, NASCAR revealed their schedules for 23 not too long ago, and noticed that the Milwaukee Mile is coming back too.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it is. It's coming back. Truck Series, as well. The Truck Series schedule, I believe, was shortened, but new tracks have been added, and the Milwaukee Mile, like you just said, is coming back. It's more of a New Hampshire style track, like we just saw. And if you go to Pocono, I believe Turn 3 is mirrored after the Milwaukee Mile.
I believe it is too. Yeah.
I believe that's correct. So if you're looking to get an idea as to what the Milwaukee Mile turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, maybe like just
That's the place to go.
Run Turn 3 over and over again.
Or actually, why don't you just go back to NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup? They had the Milwaukee Mile in the game.
There you go. That's also a good way to get acclimated to that track as we move forward in the NASCAR gaming scene. But yeah, just NASCAR is moving to a higher market value kind of thought process. They want to get mainstream service. You know, they don't want to be stuck in the southeast for the rest of its life. You know, and yes, there is some big market value like Atlanta, Daytona, and Homestead, and Charlotte, and Watkins Glen, which is in upstate New York. You have some high market value there, but nothing like some of these other towns can give you.
The heats are over, by the way.
So.
Drake first, Maggio second, A-Nat third.
So the 2023 schedule, I know we're a bit late on covering this, but I want to get it out there for the Cup. So the Busch Clash is the same, and the duels are the same.
Right.
The Super Speedway races are Daytona. The first race will be on February 19th. Then we got Atlanta and Talladega. Short tracks, we got Bristol, Martinsville, Richmond. And then the big major speedways, Auto Club, Charlotte, Darlington, Dover, Homestead, and Kansas. Then we have Nashville, New Hampshire, Pocono, Phoenix, Texas, and St. Louis. And the All-Star Race, North Wilkesboro.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that is.
Watching that.
I saw the late model race there that Junior put up. Got that track back on the map, and that was a great race.
We are also getting not just one new track, we're getting two. Along with Bristol Dirt, we are getting the Chicago Street Course.
Big market.
And that's going to be a crap show.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad.
Charlotte Roval, Coda.
Coda, definitely
Indy,
one of the tracks I really want to go to watch.
Sonoma. And thank God they're using the old layout. I love the old layout.
Oh, the old layout.
So much more fun.
It produces better racing, honestly.
Watkins Glen. And that'll do it.
So yeah, we're just waiting on qualifying to start. So, Nitro and Turf, how did the cars feel for the heats?
The right rear wore out, and I believe we're gonna have to save like 2.5 laps. So I don't know if people will do that. I know they saved a lap in the heat race, but with it being only one stop, maybe, I don't know if they will save 2.5 laps for that.
It's definitely possible, you know, about a lap and a half each stint, if you will. Unless if you can really save it on the front. Oh yeah, if you can really save on the first stint before the pit stop, then you can go all out on the second.
And
honestly, that was kind of my game plan going in. I tried to run an extra lap on the back half.
Okay, so
and ended up blowing a tire coming to pit road.
I don't care. Should I run a 1 to make my back right tire safe?
I'd probably run a 4 just to be on the safe side.
I think of people who I've talked to before the race, I know their plan was to run a 1.
I ran a 4.
So last night
might be harder to save tires than fuel.
That is a great analysis by whoever said that in comments. But let's see. So last night, what I did was I ran a 2. I practiced on a 4, and it was not good. I ran a 2 in the trucks, and I was able to manage my right rear a lot better. So if you're feeling like it's even looser on a 4 than it would be like normally, then I would probably run a 1. If it's going to be a little bit too tight on a 1, then I would run a 2. That's just my advice to
Okay.
Anyway, back to the schedule thing. So, the Craftsman is officially the sponsor of the Truck Series again. So that is awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great seeing that brand back into NASCAR. You know, growing up, it was always the Craftsman Truck Series. Love seeing
I
that
always see
again.
I always see it as the Craftsman Series, and it's awesome to see it, the logo revamped and brought back properly. And they actually nailed it good. It almost looks like the old one.
It's pretty much just, you know, the logos that they've been using for everything lately. Anyway, just, you know, change it to where it's Craftsman.
So, here's the schedule. We got Daytona, Las Vegas, Atlanta, Circuit of the Americas, Texas, Bristol Dirt, Martinsville, Kansas, Darlington, North Wilkesboro is on the points calendar for the Xfinity guys.
Awesome.
Trucks. No, Xfinity.
Trucks.
Oh, trucks. Then we got Charlotte, St. Louis, Nashville, Mid-Ohio, Pocono, Richmond, and the playoffs start. We got Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park, thank God.
Yeah,
The Milwaukee Mile, the Kansas Speedway, regular Bristol, Talladega, Homestead, and then Phoenix. They really need to flip that around. Homestead needs to come back.
Qualifying is starting.
Qualifying? Okay.
You got it.
Alright, just let us know when qualifying gets over with, and we'll get in. And we can call
With
this
that being
race.
said,
Make sure to send invites for the race too, will y'all?
Did you get invites, Grant, for that one?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't. I did not.
Watch qualifying.
I did not, but that's okay.
They
so with
usually
that
do,
being said,
but
it is time for drivers to watch for Gateway. So, I went with Dash first last time. I'm in Grant first this time.
I mean, again, you know, how can you go against Maggio, Drake, definitely fastest guys week in, week out. I know Turf actually is pretty decent at this track. I'm gonna be watching him as a dark horse. Nitro, you know, he won this in the entry series Monday. He was running pretty well yesterday until he got in an accident, unfortunately. So, you know, I'm going to be watching him as well.
And I will go next. I'm actually going to go with Matt Parkhurst. I mean, you've seen early on in the race, he had a great pace, and you could tell right away that he will be a very definite dark horse, and that's why I'm picking him as the winner of this race.
Yeah, I mean, he showed that he had great pace at New Hampshire, just like you said, and I think he's going to do good, but I think a guy that is going to do better, showed he's got speed, is KJ Racing. I mean, came out of nowhere at New Hampshire, did not win it, based off of fuel strategy, just kind of ran it. And I think he might try and take a different approach. He won here last night, and for his second win of his career, in the second points paying win in the WRL. But I think he might be able to get his first Xfinity points paying win in the WRL tonight here at Gateway.
Yeah, he's going to definitely be one of the ones to watch as well. Hazard, what about you? Or did,
He already goes.
yeah, okay. My bad. Yeah.
Fatal with the top 4 finished last night.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I
concludes
think
drivers to watch.
I think maybe, yeah, I mean, driver to watch as well from that. Uh, Maybe, I mean, like you said, Grant, Nitro showed great speed in the development series race here at Gateway, and showed that.
Sorry, man, I got loose.
Showed that he had really great speed before some incidents happened last night. Maybe he can have some good luck, capitalize on it. Maybe see him doing an interview here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
with
be
that.
different for one of our, well, other than a couple other times Turf has done it, for us to get one of our in-race reporters in an interview.
Qualifying is over. I will let
Who's
you know
pole
results.
sitter?
We're not in the lobby yet, so I'll let you know when I'm back in the lobby.
I predict Drake's got pole.
Just out of curiosity, did Drake pit?
I don't know. I was top 3 racing with Matt and KJ.
Okay.
So that I remember, guys. They actually had to use the
What'd you ask,
access
Grant?
road.
Yeah, you
Did-
you have to use the access road going in and coming off. It's tough too. Something these guys are gonna have to really take into
If you
account
ask
as
them
they
to
come
pick
in and
Grant,
off a pit road. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy at all. It's something that they're really gonna struggle with. A lot of them are really gonna struggle with. And if you see people coming out on the grass, it's not that they're coming out because they want to get a better advantage. It's just that it's so tough to hold it. I had struggled myself doing it. So
We got Maggio on pole, Turf second, Casey Joe third. 4th is Matt Parkhurst. 5th is me. Nitro.
Sorry for
What did
letting
I
you
just
down, man.
say? I mean,
You said Drake was gonna get first.
I thought Drake had it.
Drake 7th.
Wow, ouch. But what did I say about Parky? What did I say? He had good pace. That was good.
Sorry for letting you down.
good. Nitro, you sent me an invite.
Look,
So-
you look at it as second place may
Huh?
not be good enough, but I'll say
You're
with
good.
a lot of our performance issues that we've had this season, second place is perfect.
Anyway, so Turf, did Drake go down into the pits at all?
Yes, he did. Him, Maggio, there was 3 of them.
Did you happen to see if Drake used the access road?
I believe he did. I think they all.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
maybe
worry
not.
about that
It's-
for this qualifying.
To be
it's,
honest, he probably
it's-
didn't.
It's
he
slower if you
had
don't
us.
use it. Trust me. I know. A couple years ago, I was in a different league, and I was leading by like 20 seconds in the truck series, and I missed pit road, and I lost like 6 seconds because I missed pit road. I had to go all the way through the grass, and then I didn't remember where the line was compared to where I was, and I lost like 6 seconds. It's much slower. You don't get an advantage. That's for sure. These guys are gonna have to really keep their eye on it and capitalize.
Let us know when we're ready, Nitro.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Hopefully this Uno wins, guys. Uno.
I'm gonna go with the tire slider. Hopefully I can save tires better.
I wish you the best of luck, Nitro.
Uno, Nitro, Uno.
Thank you. Turf, you gotta say it better too. I need help. Teach me your ways.
Teach me the ways, Kimasabi.
Teach me the ways of saving the tire.
I do know you gotta save a lap of fuel.
And tire.
And tires, and everything. And it's actually like 2.5 laps.
I saved a bite of my burrito for this race, so I should be ready.
I like hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
You like them chimichangas?
Oh yeah.
Like the enchiladas?
Let us know when we're ready.
What's your guys' favorite thing to eat? Let's talk about that before we.
You guys can join.
Booth can join.
Thing to eat.
Or
What you mean
hamburger.
favorite?
Let us know
I
in
got
the
3
comments
favorites.
too what your guys' favorite thing to eat is. Please get some involvement with the audience here.
Bonus points if it's something racing related.
Absolutely.
The
If
Martinsville
you
hot
say
dog.
rubber from a NASCAR tire, it's automatic championship.
You're not crazy.
Grant?
We accept you.
Yeah.
Let's do our thing.
What's your thing?
Oh yeah.
You know what it is, Nitro.
Is it the truffle shuffle? Let's do it.
No, not that one.
It's the Cupid shuffle.
The other thing. The boogity boogity thing, Matt.
Reach up tight. No, reach up one more time and pull those belts tight. We're going racing Saturday night.
Alright, hold them back, hold them back.
Even though it's
Boogity
Wednesday.
boogity boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
They're already in the
Did
wall.
not go on the start.
Dash's bumper on Tuesdays.
Casey Joe is lagging.
Ain't at 20s in the wall.
Having some lag here.
I'm getting lag from everybody.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, lag everywhere. This is not good. Not good at all.
Nitro
Chase
is
is
like
done.
really bad for the whole.
Yeah, it's the whole field.
Only one lagging on mine is Casey Joe. Can you tell Casey he's lagging? In the Discord for me.
I mean,
Like
I would, but like I said, like literally everyone's lagging for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Good
but
on-
Casey's lagging. And I'm right behind him.
It does look like the whole field is lagging pretty bad.
It's good on my my end, but I do know 2 people lagged out.
That was the 21 and the... and the
Oh,
07.
The 07 and the 21. So that's a Nat and Chase. Those are the 2 drivers that are outside the cut line at the moment.
Yep.
Just watch it back here with Will. Let's actually see if we can find Keith really quick. He was right in front of me.
Keith's lagging a little.
Okay, I'm going to accept this other invite and see if that helps.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
sent you guys too, just
I'm
in
gonna
case.
disconnect here.
Well, hang on, let me,
A couple of them.
I'll send you some more invites, Dash.
Sure.
That way you
And
have
me
some
too,
more.
please.
Yeah.
Lobbies.
And then with,
been weird.
I guess Hazard, when you get in, send me some more. That way, if I need them.
Lobbies have been weird
Alright.
tonight. It's the same way at Bristol. When I commentated Bristol, it was the same way for just a little bit, and then it stopped. So, I'm not sure. Just weird.
Dash and Hazard.
I'll jump back into it here. Thank you, Grant.
Dash and Hazard.
Yeah,
If we need
11
to.
moved.
And then I'll send both of y'all one more. And then, there you go.
Alright, thank you.
And then Hazard, like I said, once you jump in, if you'll send me a couple more.
Hopefully it's fixed. itself,
One.
hopefully. Alright, we're loading back in. Nice scenic views
3.
of this
Thanks.
beautiful track.
Thanks, Hazard.
Yep, it's fixed. Yep, cool. Awesome.
You guys
Yes.
haven't missed much.
Other than the other 2 that are out.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah, it's so much better to look at. Nitro, you got damage in your front end.
Yeah, I just got, I clipped the wall, trying to give Trek some room. I got mage damage.
Looks like so KJ's sporting what, for me, in my generation, my era, looks to be like a throwback to Dale Jr.'s number 88 Mountain Dew scheme.
I believe that's what it is.
Possibly. So we got 2 Mountain Dew cars up front. Either that or it's one of Kevin Harvick's Hunt Brothers scheme with the Hunt Brothers logo on it.
Could be,
Ouch.
or it could even also be the Skull Bandit look to it.
That is true.
Oh, very well could be.
That is true, the Voodoo car. I do remember that.
I think Maggio went with the traditional Mountain Dew looking scheme.
Yeah. So first, let's run through the top 5 here, see if we can get through them. And possibly gonna take. Oh, that's
KJ,
so
huge
close.
drive in.
That's so close there, but KJ's not gonna have to drive off. So Maggio in
Marky's
first.
in third.
So Maggio in first. Winner of.
Oh,
the
3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide.
Winner of the previous race earlier tonight, showing he's got the speed to do it again. KJ in second. He's shown that he's had some impressive speed over the last couple hours.
KJ's going in.
In third is, if I can get to him,
That is Matt Parker's in third.
Parker's who has caught them over the last couple laps. He has caught them. I believe it's in fourth. It is Drake. Yes, Drake is in fourth.
Shoot.
And then
We never asked what the pit window was.
And then behind him is Casey
22
Joe
left.
in the 08. Again, Casey up there contending
Yeah,
for a
it's
top 5
getting
finish.
worse, Keith. He's kind of
I didn't hear the
bouncing
fuel
all
window,
over.
sorry. What was it?
22, 23 laps.
Thank you. So they'd have to at least make 1 or 2 pit stops.
Most likely it'll be 1.
KJ's right on the back bumper of the 98.
Matt Parker is able to sort of be in the catbird seat. If he can stay in this position, get out of pit road behind these guys, and continue to be in this spot, while they battle,
Oh,
he can
there goes.
save fuel as KJ gonna make a move for the lead. Will he clear him? I'm not so sure of it. And there goes Matt
He
Parker's to
does.
the bottom. The 8 of Matt Parker is going to the bottom. He might have a run on KJ if he can roll this bottom very well. Backs out of it.
That was smart by Matt.
It was smart. I don't think KJ knew that he was gonna be there at that point. So
As another car's on pit road.
Or is it?
Yeah, it's me on pit road. I have to fix all my damage. I had engine damage.
Oh,
I try to
Is
stay now with
Casey
it,
Joe
but I
getting
can't.
better or worse?
hang on, I have to get to Casey Joe.
he's in 5th at the moment, I believe. I think he's okay. He looked okay when I
Yeah,
was.
he's better. He's a little wiggly, but not as much. As he's going for a run on Drake.
Yeah, Drake
Drake's
not.
struggling a little bit early here.
Yeah, Drake's struggling tonight in general, from what we've seen from him in the past couple weeks. Not having that it factor to his game, so to speak. So we've seen a different entry. I'm watching Matt Parker's. He's taking a bit of a lower entry into the corner, taking a little bit more arc out of it. Maybe it might help him have a better pivot point, but it's also not helping him.
It's
off
also
the
risky.
corner. Yeah, it's also not helping him off the corner, as he could get tight, and that's what makes it risky.
As
You're
Turf
exactly
gets
right.
a little bit of contact.
Yeah, we went to go make a move on Casey Joe, and here comes Gamer looking low on the number 9. The 13 will take the position going into 3.
Got him. Casey Joe's all over the back bumper of the 11. And one of the AI cars is blew up. That was their engine. Their engine is expired.
It's 07.
And the 21, I believe that's a Night Motorsports car. Is that not?
That is
No.
Critical Role.
That's critical roles.
So both Fatal affiliated cars exploded their engines.
It's a rough night
But
for
still-
those two.
They still got 2 cars out on track. Well, 3 to be technical. Because Nitro is part of KAI.
True.
Yeah, both have 3 cars.
The 11 and the 08 not having the greatest of friendships right now. They're battling.
Oh, Casey Joe's in the wall.
Casey Joe is lagging.
There's a little bit of lag there.
Yeah.
From him.
That's what happened with me when I tried to pass him. He hit me
Yeah, I
and
saw- I
had to
saw
back
it.
out.
I saw it.
Game Nerd behind him. He's
I
like-
do know that Drake is saving because he was letting off way early into the turn. So
Drake possibly trying to save that right rear, but at the same time, if you let off, that right rear wears a little bit more since the weight shifts to the back of the car. So I'm not sure if he's worrying about the right front. How's the tire wear on these machines right now?
mine's at a 26 with 5 to go, but I ran that 1 bar, so
Yep.
5 to go on fuel.
yeah.
Okay.
So we are essentially halfway through the race.
I'll tell you a lap once I get up here.
Okay.
We're going to lap 19.
Okay.
19
Yeah.
to 45,
45, yeah, almost halfway, for sure.
27 to go.
So we go.
Casey Joe getting loose on entry.
45.
The 98 is...
Contact with Game Nerd.
22 laps would be halfway.
We're almost halfway here. Matt Parkhurst is caught up to Maggio Magic.
The
Well,
one
Matt's
guy...
been there. He kind of fell back just a little bit, but he's still been there.
The one guy who I'm really surprised about right now that's not running good at all whatsoever is Keith Ayers. He is on the backstretch by himself, nobody else around him, and probably not feeling the best about his chances right now. I'm not sure what happened to him. Do we know what happened to him?
No idea.
No.
I think
Turf.
pace has just been
Does
off.
he have damage?
I don't know. He does not have damage
Negative.
on my screen. Turf, do you know what happened to him?
I do not. I didn't hear anything.
It's interesting that he's back here all by himself. I mean, the rest of the field is on the front stretch going into 1, and he's going into 3 right now. So
Not
it's-
a very good run for that number 89 team.
no, not at all. From what we saw at from what we saw.
Oh,
at,
KJ's going in, boys.
Or maybe you know what? Maybe he's saving. He is saving, but I'm gonna listen to him. By the sound of his car, it sounds as though he's saving heavily. Maybe he's doing something. Maybe he knows something that we don't.
As 2 cars are on pit road, that is the 15 of C's.
Yeah,
And then
he is
99
definitely
of
saving.
KJ Racing, our leader.
You know, Dash, you could be right. He could be saving a whole lot right now.
Yeah, I
And
think
he's
all these
planning
cars
to go
pitting.
straight to it. The 13 looks like he's coming in this time.
Same
All
with
these
As
cars
is
pitting
Matt.
might have to do a 2-stop.
Here comes
Parkhurst
Jay
is
Ferg.
coming in.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Nitro. He may not have to do a 2-stop if he saves enough. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Definitely something to look
Jay
for.
Fergie in
Leaders
the
are on
pits.
lap 22 of 45.
We are halfway through.
Halfway through this race, 50% down, 50% to go. Oh,
Can we get a leader update?
It is Maggio.
The 08, the 11, the 9 are all coming in.
89 pitting
Oh.
this time. Here comes
Okay.
Keith.
98. Keith is coming in. So he's running the same pit strategy
Same as
these
the
folks
leaders.
as these leaders here is KJ.
Interesting.
Is KJ still out, or did he come in already?
No,
He
KJ
came in.
already came in.
Okay, so he's actually probably going to inherit the lead by passing Matt Parkhurst, who just came out in what looks to be second. Who is first?
I believe that'd be KJ then.
Yeah,
Drama
KJ
on the
should get the lead
pit
back.
right lane.
Yeah, KJ should be first, but he will not be able to make it.
Right. So Will is out of fuel on the backstretch. He is coming in very slow. His nitro is going to go past him. He's coming in very slow. So we have a car.
Remember, watch for people not taking access roads.
So here is Maggio. Maggio's coming out from what looks to be about a second, maybe a little bit more, maybe a second and a quarter behind KJ. Only a couple of tenths behind Matt Parkhurst, but he's able to keep him in within striking distance of possibly getting a
Will
second
barely
place
made it.
and getting into a spot where he can feel comfortable driving that car. And the 89. So Keith, I'm not sure if he's a lap down now.
He is.
No, he should have done lead lap.
Or if he's just running that strategy and it paid out.
Unless he just barely got passed by the leaders.
He might have just gotten passed by the leaders. I believe he is a lap down. Yeah.
No, he is.
I believe he is a lap down,
Yeah,
and he just
I
disappeared.
think he is.
And he just disappeared from me. That's great.
So it is the 99 leading officially.
Yeah.
Again.
I do not know.
Keith.
As we hear on the radio, William Moore coming out.
I think it's Maggio in the lead.
All I know is it's a custom car.
It's the 99, and then the 8, and then Maggio, and the 98, and then it's Drake, and then Casey Joe. So it's all cycled out. But it was.
So it
before.
is. So it is the 99.
Yes, it is the 99. Actually, gonna let's put a camera on
Yeah, because see, Maggio's back here with Matt.
Maggio. Yeah, so he's caught up to Matt, and he's reeled in KJ as well with those fresh tires, or those fresher tires than they have.
Yeah, but remember, these guys will not have enough laps to make it all the way around.
That's true. A lot of these guys won't. And maybe Keith does. Maybe he doesn't. Not sure.
I think he came in later than these guys.
Yeah, I
No,
believe
he came in with the same lap as Mojo and everyone on
Drake,
back. Now, Matt and KJ came in a lap or two early.
He's in the box again.
He's having that issue again.
I don't know if he's out.
We're having that disconnect issue with him.
No,
again.
I haven't heard nothing from
I don't think he's
the radio
out.
saying that he is.
I don't think he's out. I think it's just the same issue we had before. But he's a lap down, I believe. So I'm not too worried about it.
Grant, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Tell Gorp I'm pitting this time in Discord.
Okay.
But as we look at these three guys that are just checked out from the rest of the field, you wonder, will lap traffic be an issue at this track?
That's a good question.
It is a bit shorter, and the field is about 16-0, and huge contact between the 8 and the 98. I think the 8 had the 8 had a very bad entrance into the corner. He was really slow, really slow getting in there, and the 98. I just really don't think he expected that.
No, he didn't. I just heard both of them over the radios. 8 took complete responsibility. He kind of braked a little bit earlier than what Maggio was expecting.
Yeah, I mean it just looked awkward from the angle of the broadcaster. Was not.
It did.
Not.
I'm assuming you were in chase cam.
Yes, I was in chase cam.
Yeah, I was actually in the same spot you were,
Nice.
and I was.
But I mean,
Is the top 3 fly by?
it's really where the action is happening. It's
Parky
pretty.
got a good exit.
it's pretty spread out. Casey Joe is past the 11, so the 11 is now in 5th, and possibly falling back even more spots if he can't hang on with the 08.
I think Parky got a really good exit.
He did.
Oh, those guys went wide.
They did go wide. The 8.
Matt was trying to look on the high side.
Yeah, trying to look on the high side.
As you shut the door on him.
The car's just not going to turn enough for him.
KJ.
But he's gonna get a good run.
That was dangerous.
Nashi was right on the back bumper of that 99.
He's really trying to protect that lead right
I'm
now.
hearing some talk on Discord. Someone said they're getting it. Watch for contact.
I'm on board with Parkhurst.
Yep, same with me. Chase Cam again.
Nacho just sends it in that corner.
Yeah, he's really getting a good
turn
entry.
3 and 4, you really can, because there's a lot of room for it.
Yes, there is. Entry's a very wide
KJ's all over the
entry.
place.
He's mirror driving right
He's
now.
doing everything he can to protect that lead right now.
He knows that the 98 is fast. He knows the 98 has better tires than he does. And right here, oh goodness, he's gonna protect that low side.
Little contact again.
That was scary. He's gonna protect the low side as much as he can. But right here, the 98 is gonna get to his bottom.
Maggio should have him going into 1.
Yes, Maggio should have him going into 1 more contact.
Oh.
The 99 getting loose. And they're mad at each other. They are beating and banging.
Oh my.
Awkward entry going side by side in there. Contact made, 98 out front. The 99 really aggressive trying to keep that lead. And so is the 98, giving him a taste of his own medicine.
Parky's right there. He could sneak up in this.
He could. They're running side by side if he really wants to.
He should go for it.
He just had a tight moment right there. Not sure what happened with him, but he just had a...
So, I know we can't see him, but Keith is actually right here with him as well.
Okay. Oh, that's maybe that's what he's dealing with.
Keith's trying to get his lap back.
Yeah.
See, I'm not sure if he's in front or behind him.
I think he's in... Oh, he's behind him? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
They're both
what
really
I
high.
didn't know if he was in front or behind Matt. I know Matt said that he wasn't going to fight him.
Okay. The 98 pulling away from the 99. Finally, this battle might be over for good.
Yeah, I think it is.
How many laps you got to go?
Should be 9, I believe.
The 99 getting very loose. He's getting extremely loose off the corner.
Here comes the 8.
Really used up his stuff trying to keep Maggio behind him.
I think he was also trying to avoid Keith there because Keith apologized over the radio.
Okay. Alright. During this next cycle of pit stops, I'll jump back in. Maybe we'll get to see Keith one more time. If he's going to be up there. But...
So, tell you what then, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reload in.
Okay.
That way I can give a little bit better picture of what's going on.
It'd be my guess if Keith is in front of these two. And he's behind Maggio trying to get his lap back right now.
That would
be my
be
guess.
my assumption.
That'd be my assumption too.
I believe he is right behind Maggio.
Okay. That would make sense for the space that they're having right now. And the 8 just went super high going into 1, and the 99 taking that spot very easily.
Yep.
Right.
This is going to be interesting.
So how many laps do we have left to go? Turf and Nitro.
What was that?
How many laps do we have left?
I'll tell you here in a second.
I believe it's 7.
Keith's angry over the radio.
He's trying to get his lap back any way that he can, and he's trying to convince Maggio to let him go.
5 to go.
5 to go. don't know why he's trying to get by him with 5 to go. Doesn't really matter. At this point, it doesn't really matter.
Yep, as we load back in, Keith is right on the tail of the 98.
Just gotta make a move if he really wants something.
But that means those two would have to
laps
save
left.
fuel or tires.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can make it. I think Keith thinks he's gonna have something here for these guys. If they do end up having to come in, or if they do, I mean, Matt Parker's looks like he's saving at the moment.
Oh, Keith just fell back here. Keith just let Matt buy him.
Yeah, it looks like wait, Keith's dropping back. You said?
Yeah, he's.
Okay.
I think he's giving up trying to get around Maggio and them.
Yeah, he's trying to give these two a good shot to win.
Oh,
and
the 99's back again.
squeezes his way down in there. He had the room, and he took it. He saw the hole, and he filled it. The 99 on the 98. Trying to get the
Dives
lead.
it down in there.
Dives it
He
down
got
to
it.
98. He's going to shut the door.
The door.
Shuts the door.
What a-
Cold opening.
3 laps to go.
3 to go. Could he get the win? Could he snag the win away from this 98
They
car?
both had to pit again, though.
Do
They
both of these
might.
drivers take themselves out, and Matt can take this win as well?
Yes, he could. That's definitely a scenario that could go on. As these guys
These
are just,
two would have to pit.
they're running their equipment, and there comes the 99. He is coming down. With just a couple laps left, the 98 will have to survive. He will have to survive if he's got enough, or if he
So
doesn't
that
have
means-
enough.
I
The
think
rules
it's 3 to
state
go this
that-
time.
3 to go.
No,
That's only during stages, Hazard.
Yeah.
I thought it was for the race too.
No, it's only for stages because it wouldn't matter because you don't have a restart and you can't gain anything off of it with like a couple laps to go.
And Maggio's staying out. I wonder if he's taking a risk.
He might be taking a risk, but he also might be able to make it as we come to, is it 1 to go, Nitro? I think you're right in front of these guys, right?
Is it?
It is 1 to go.
1 to go.
Yep. So
Final
white
lap.
Flag.
White
Sponsored
flag.
by the Revved Up
Here
Podcast.
comes Matt Parkhurst. He's on his bumper.
He's going for it.
Can he get him? Can he get him? That's the question.
That was close of touching the wall there.
Can he get him? Final corner.
Maggio drives it in a little bit deep, hoping it sticks. Matt on the outside.
And on the outside, is he going to get it to turn? He can't get it to turn into the wall.
that's the
Goes
wall.
the 8. He's spinning down the track,
That blew a tire.
and he blew
Oh
a
my, he's
tire.
airborne.
He might not even get second
Oh.
here.
Oh, that's yeah.
That is
it's
unfortunate for the driver. The number 8 was about to have a really great finish this race. A possible win.
What's the top
Blows
3?
the tire.
Turf.
Maggio, Drake, Casey.
Okay.
How did Drake come back from
fourth
this?
again. So close to an interview. Turf Tech 92.
So close. That is heartbreaking for the number 8.
I actually screwed up on my last pit stop. I
Wow.
must have clicked
Oh.
off on too much tape, and I was overheating that last run.
I don't.
What was your tape at?
Well, I wanted it at 60, but I think I might have put it 65 on accident.
Oh. So who was it? Maggio,
Maggio, Drake, and Casey.
Drake, and Casey.
But I'm gonna go.
That's
watch the
tires
game,
down.
so.
Casey Joe's already added in here. And I believe Drake should be as well.
So
Yeah,
the
they're
only
all in
one.
there.
So we need to get them all 3 in here.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on him to join, that's all.
So who was 3rd? Just the 3rd place guy.
It was
Fastest lap,
Casey?
Jay Fergie. Jay Fergie in the 92 gets
Who also has the fastest
Great
lap of a
race.
33.28.
No, that was not Maggio. That was Jay Fergie.
It showed second for me on Fergie's.
Ah, so close. Who was third? We need third place.
Oh, we're just waiting on, like I said, everyone join there. So not sure who was in third?
I do not know.
Madge, could you answer the question then? Oh, okay.
Casey Joe got third.
Okay, 10-4. Thank you.
So Casey Joe, both
Just waiting on
times
him
top
and,
threes. Both times he got third. Is that correct, guys? If he got third both times?
I think so.
Not yet.
I'll give them just a couple more minutes, and if they don't join, then I guess we'll just interview Maggio.
Alright, we gotta, I'll probably ask Drake to come up. I messaged.
So, definitely a interesting race to watch. A lot of strategy calls there. Okay, yeah, Maggio, since the other two didn't join, I'm just going to interview you. Unless if Hazard wants to do it.
Alright.
Give me a second.
Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and do it, and then Hazard, if you have any follow-ups. And so, Maggio first place. You know, a lot of hard work.
Before, I didn't really feel like so much tighter than everyone else that I was slow. I still felt like I was one of the fastest cars on the track. So yeah, it was pretty good. I definitely made sure I made it to 23 on the first run, which was one more lap than everyone else. And then I could really push it on the second lap, or second run. I didn't have to save it all, which was really nice. That was my goal.
Right, definitely. We saw you and KJ really getting into a battle there for the last, you know, say about 10 laps or so. A lot of beating and banging there. He was really blocking hard.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't understand why he was racing like that. Yeah, sorry.
And he had to come down. Yeah.
I'm not understanding that at all. I was actually a little bit upset with the way he was racing me because I raced him pretty clean, and then he blocked me all the way down to the grass, and then he cut my nose off when I got under him in one, and then he was hitting me down the straightaway, and then once we were in the end of the second run, he bumps me and passes me again, and then he pits the next lap. I was like, what the heck? I know you're 3 laps short. Why are you doing this? You have to pit anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if he thought maybe I also had a pit, but I was pretty annoyed by that. And then, and then he pit. So I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I mean, I like that you are able to see it from all angles. And you know, you might be correct. You know, maybe he didn't know that you were good to go, and he was thinking that was gonna be the race for possibly the win, or maybe the closest thing to it for him. But yeah, I mean, definitely some unprecedented things that happened there between you and him. But ultimately, you won. You're back here. But how did the race play out for you from start to finish?
I think it played out really well. I got the pole, obviously, and KJ was a tiny bit faster than me, and he really wanted the spot at the start of the race. He really wanted it. As soon as he got to me, I could tell just the way he was racing that he really wanted it. So I half gave it to him, he half took it, and then I just raced behind him. And at New Hampshire, he was the same way. He was super fast, but I could tell that he was probably on a really loose setup and was going to have to pit twice, just like he did at New Hampshire. So I kind of just stopped trying to race him, really, tried to imagine like he wasn't there, and started focusing on Matt, because I knew Matt was going to be in more of a similar situation that I was. And then, I made it 1 lap farther than Matt did. So I just came out of the pits and I was just going to town as fast as I could, and I think he might have had to save a little bit, especially since he blew a tire on the last turn. But it just played out really well. I mean, Mr. NASCAR had to pit twice, so he was a lap car behind me, and then he was in between me and KJ for a while, which was good for me. I mean, he was voicing his opinion that he was pretty upset with me for not letting him by. But I mean, I was coming to the end of the race and I was leading, and second place was right behind him. I didn't really want to slow down and let him by, and then have KJ be right on me again. And then I didn't really understand the urgency for me to let him by, because the next lapped car that was in front of me was like almost a full turn ahead of me. So it wasn't like if I let him go, he was gonna go and catch the next guy.
True. I mean, absolutely. It's exactly what I would think. You know, you're coming down to the end of the race, and you want every 10th, every 100 foot you could get from the guy
and not even
behind you. So
not even the distance and the time, but just the fact that there was a physical car in between me and KJ was a really good thing. He had to get by KJ before, or he had to get by Keith before I could get to him, or he could get to me. So
absolutely. But all in all, you swept tonight. Feels good. You get a lot of points, even though Drake did finish second in this second race. You get a lot of points, maybe even passing Keith. It could be because he had a bad race. You know, you gained a lot of points. Something to look forward to. You've been doing amazing lately, and we love to see that kind of performance out of somebody that hasn't been here for a long time. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next week at Darlington, I do believe.
Ooh,
and throwbacks are allowed for that race. So.
Yes, they are.
All right, cool. Thank you, guys.
No problem. Thank you very much. You have a good night.
Yeah,
and with that said, we will.
Well, hang on. So, let's just say, let's get an interview with Matt here. So
oh, it says right, Matt's in here.
What happened at the very end there?
Pushed a wee bit too hard. I pitted 1 lap before Maggio did, so I knew I was at a disadvantage. So the first half of that run, I was doing all I could to try and not only save a little bit of fuel, because I was a wee bit short on fuel, but also trying to take care of that right rear tire, because I knew that was going to be a problem pitting one lap earlier. But I jacked the tire pressure way up in that. I think I put about 4 rounds of. I think I put about 4 pounds of pressure in it, and I was hoping I could baby it home. And we got to about 2 laps to go, and I thought I was going to make it with 1% left. And then that last lap, I got right to Maggio's bumper off turn 2, and I'm like, I'm going to send it, and just slid a little too much going into the corner, and didn't quite hold.
Yeah.
Tire pop.
Yep,
You
tire
went
popped.
airborne.
Tire popped right off turn 4, pounded the outside wall, came right back across, and it was game on from there.
Yeah, that was a violent
I
wreck.
was pretty much just a passenger at that point. Definitely heading to the infield care center after this interview because I'm a hurting unit right now.
Yeah, I saw you hit the wall, came back across the track, and then get sitting there by Keith.
Yeah, that one hurt, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Trying to get that first win of the season. It's been a rough go this season. I've just finally started to string together some decent finishes, and then tonight just kind of went to crap. I had a speeding penalty that first race, which knocked me out of contention for a top 5, and then blown tire cost me a shot at a win that second race, but. Speed is definitely there, so that gives me a lot of confidence headed into next week, going to my favorite track. So just got to regroup, get back after it, and see what happens.
And you'll be able to run a throwback too. So
I'm not even worried about a throwback. I'm just worried about making my car go fast.
But do you have any idea of what throwback you might use?
I'm not running a throwback. I'll tell you that right now.
Aww.
I'm just worried about getting to my favorite racetrack and going fast and trying to get a win.
Yep.
But yeah, overall, pretty good night. I thought. I had a front row seat. Me and Keith both did for that battle between KJ and Maggio, and boy, I thought I was in a bad spot for a while because I thought if these two get together and they wreck, I'm dead. So luckily they sorted it out with no major issues, and I still had a shot at the win at the end. But like I said, tires came up one corner short of holding enough air, but still. They knew I was here tonight. I know Maggio said he was getting kind of nervous at the end, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. I wanted to pressure him, and whatever happened after that happened.
Well, congratulations on a decent finish.
Hey, I finished top 5. I can't complain. Even after getting completely junked off down the front stretch.
Yeah, congrats on that, and we'll see you next week at Darlington. Hope you get a better finish.
Yeah, buddy.
So, with that being said, Dash, final thoughts?
I thought it was 2 really good races tonight. 2 really good streams, had a lot of good moments. Obviously, still have to work out some Kingston had some unlucky lobby issues with compatibility, but that's things that happen on the fly, and you gotta account for that. So I think it was 2 really good races tonight, and the points will shake up a little bit. Had some different finishers, and we'll have more of a set playoff field than what most people think. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Grant, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both were really great races. Caution free tonight compared to yesterday, which unfortunately was my fault to begin with. But yeah, great races. Great job, Maggio, winning both races tonight again, and
Thank you.
just well done by all the drivers. Matt, you're going to get a win one of these days. It's there.
Hey, it took me about 2/3 of the season to finally win. It took me till about 3 races before the playoffs to finally win a race last season, so I'm not worried about it.
Hey, I haven't won yet, so don't even worry.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah, I might pull a Matt Crafton. We'll see.
Alright. I thought the race was good. For both occasions. Very mixed strategies for everybody
Yeah.
this night. So with that being said, we're gonna cut the time. Thank you all so much for watching. So for Dash for Cash and Weston Grant, I am Hazard. We'll see you next week as the Xfinity Series heads to Darlington for Throwback Weekend. We'll catch you down the road and keep going worldwide.